Hey everybody, welcome back to Chortle Games Live. I'm one of your hosts tonight, Jake. You can call me Elden Lord, because I beat and platinumed Elden Ring, and I will accept no other title. But I'm also joined by the Stream King, the Far Cry guy, the tarnished one, Steven. What's up, buddy?
Did you just flex on me?
I did just flex on you.
You remember that when we start playing this.
Yep, just remember that I beat Elden Ring, all right, everybody? Because when you're real impressed with my handiwork, just remember I beat Elden Ring, so that's all that matters. I platinumed it too. I didn't just beat it. I platinumed it. That's important. It's important to remember that distinction.
Whenever I come back to this game, I'm just like, what the hell was I doing with my builds? I've got 10 loadouts, and I don't know what any of them do.
I walked up to this cat that you have to talk to make a lobby, and I had to accept, I shit you not, 100 quests from him before I could talk to him.
That's pretty cool. It means there's content.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of, and some of it's just like, hey, here's an outfit. Like, I'm hoping one of the outfits was I vaguely remember seeing on Twitter, they released an update that was like, hey, here's some layered armor for your Palico and Palamute that is basically just they look like a normal dog and cat now. And,
that already existed in the game. You could get like a gold retriever. I don't know if that was like a pre-order thing or not, but and I know what you're talking about. I think they added another layered armor set, but there have been real dog and cat layered armors for a while.
Ah, I gotcha. Well, that's one thing I want it. I want one.
Okay.
You know.
I'm trying to remember what rarity my weapons are so that I can figure out how much my other weapons suck. Where is the Rathian tree? Rarity 5. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Come to me if you need to. I was thinking about running Sword and Shield tonight.
Yeah.
But I will. Do you need to do any setup, or are you good to go?
I'm just looking at some of this equipment that I just received, and I'm trying to see if I like any of it. So far, I don't, but you know, we're here.
Well, remember, you're gonna have to remake armor when you get to higher rank, so don't break your back over making excessive low rank armor, because it's gonna be obsolete once.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at layered stuff.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't love what I've done, but I've done it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna see if I have options for my Palamute and Palico, and then I'll be ready to go. I basically just put the Monster Hunter Rider outfit together.
Oh, like the Kimura.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what I'm thinking? You said Monster Hunter Rider. You talking about story?
Stories. That's it. Thank you. It was called the Rider.
You said Monster Hunter Rider, which made me think of like a guy who rides the Monster Hunters.
That's what I was thinking.
It's crazy, Austin. I'm gonna.
Fresh.
You let me know when you're good. I'm gonna throw a Sword and Shield build together. I'm gonna make it loadout 11.
Cranking it up to 11. Steven, where would you go to affect your Palamute's layered armor?
So you would do it from the box, or you can go up to the smithy that's next to the human smithy. The animal smithy is the one that smiths for the animals.
The one that smiths for the animals. I just don't see like maybe it's not a layered armor. Maybe they gave them an actual.
Oh heck yeah, poison attack. So definitely that one. Right. Unless if that's what. Okay. Gosh. Don't just ignore me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason we're playing this is because Steven talked about Sunbreak.
Yep.
On our most recent podcast, and we were like, "Oh yeah, we should play that."
Yep.
Because Steven needs me to be ready for when that game actually comes, when that update comes out.
See, I'm not even sure if you're gonna get it, but I'm just hopeful that you will.
I mean,
I don't want to force you to get anything.
Usually, what happens is Steven comes over to my home. He walks up to me and he says,
"Hold a knife to his throat."
Well, the knife at the back. I was gonna say he's got a knife behind his back.
That's
he doesn't see that.
But Jake doesn't know that I know that he knows.
Jake doesn't know that I know that he knows. So anyway, I'll probably get it. I'll probably get it for you, so we can do it. My big question, as always, with DLC. See, DLC in my mind, you should have to beat the game to play DLC. I feel like
this one, it is that way. I'm almost positive. Hey, Joe.
Yeah. I feel like that's normally how it is. What up, Joe? All right, Steven, here we go. I found it.
What?
For the record, you have to go to the buddy board, and then
Interesting.
you can change. Then you can change layered outfits. So. Oh God.
What?
Oh God. This cat outfit is something. I don't know how I feel about it, but I guess I'm gonna rock it. Let's see what the Palamute has. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Shoot, I did not mean to equip that.
Yeah, I'm just running.
Sure, let's do that one. Wait, no, that's the one that I didn't want to do, right?
All right, I'm ready.
Give me a few minutes.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna.
I don't know what I'm trying to make, but I know that I'm trying to make it. So, that's where we are.
I think the last thing we did, Steven, was we did a. In my head, I was about to say Rager. That's not what it's called. Rampage. That's what it was.
Oh yeah. Do we have to do another one of those?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I just got access to 3-star quests.
Okay.
That or the game was giving me more shit than Animal Crossing does when you're gone for however long. All right, Steven. I'm looking at quests here. All right. I know you're very excited.
So
all right,
excited.
There's a mission called Down and Dirty.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one we have to do.
Okay.
But it's fighting an Almunduran.
I don't think that's right. Just gonna take a wild guess.
There's a Toby Kadachi. Don't you like that one?
Yeah.
We can fight
Is it
one of those.
Almudron is what we have to fight?
That could be one pronunciation of the word that's in front of my eyes. Yeah.
Okay.
These are options. See, we got plenty of options. We can do Beckoning Slumber. That's fight a Somnacanth.
I think that's pretty close.
Yeah. Or we can fight. This mission's called Blizzard Blender. We can hunt a Goss Harag.
Grosserog.
Harag. Or we can do Zigzaggin' Zapper, which is the Toba Kadachi. Down and Dirty, which is the Almerdon or whatever.
Almudron.
We can fight an Anjanath.
Whichever one is the next one.
We can fight a Nargacuga.
Nargacuga, correct. I like the Nargacuga. He's terrifying.
He looks terrifying. Like these pictures are normally just like, what the hell am I looking at?
Yeah.
But this guy looks rough. Austin says, poor Jake doesn't know how to say monster names. Help him out, Steven. Hey, look, my name is Elden Lord to you, okay? Show some goddamn respect. It's the one thing I have in life, guys. Let me have it, okay? Just let me have it. We can also fight a
Mizutsune. You should know how to pronounce that when you watch anime.
Yeah, but I don't read it. The words are said to me, Steven. I don't have to look at what they look like. And then we can fight a Rathalos. So the very top one is beckoning. You just want to go in order? You just want to knock these out one by one?
Yeah.
We've apparently done one where we fought a
Piranha from the Amazon.
Manganero.
Magnamalo?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that checks out. Okay. All right.
Give me a second.
I am a little confused. No, I'm not. Okay.
You sure?
I've selected the very first one, which is the Sumnacanth.
Okay. It should be like a priority mission or whatever.
Sumnacan't, but Sumnacanth.
Those who can't can.
Those who can't teacheth. What is this motley mix?
That's the bunny dango or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But I feel like it's different because normally you can just eat a meal and you pick
All right.
pick how you want to pay, but this is a motley mix. I don't know what that.
Oh, that's how you like can pick ingredients to make something else. I don't know. Also, everyone, this is the one time you're getting the Bunny Dango song all night, so enjoy it. I will not do it again.
I've got the golden retriever outfit on for Finnick, and I just don't know that I like it.
I didn't, even though I love golden retrievers, and they're everything to me. But there's something about it. Like, I think it's that they don't have armor, and they're just kind of a big fluffy dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it for now, but
all right.
I'm not sure I'm keeping
Here you go, you filthy animals. You're not getting in again. Joe, I don't know if you've seen us play this game, but my Palamute, the dog that's eating next to me, it is the spitting image of my real-life dog. I need to bring this up to literally everybody that watches, because it's the greatest character creator I've ever done. Is for my dog. That is not
cat.
A good representation of a golden retriever.
Yeah, it's a little strange. It's a little strange. My cat in this game is anytime there's a cat in a game that I can name, I name it Gatsby after my cat that died a while back. And Monster Hunter nails the Gatsby look, just black, which is pretty easy. He's just a solid black cat.
Okay, you see this dog? See this dog, Joe? This is Flynn. Now I'm gonna send you a picture of Flynn on Discord, so you can see how much I freaking nailed it.
Did you just not join the mission, or did I mess something up?
I have not joined the mission yet.
Can you still join the mission?
I hope so. Oh no, I gotta brag on my dog. Here's one of him in a cage. That's a good way to brag on him. That's the day that he ate a squirrel.
That's the day that he ate a squirrel.
Okay, I'm joining. A Somnicanth is what we're fighting.
That's what it said.
That is what you said at some point. Yeah, Flynn ate a squirrel and it didn't agree with him. He ate half a squirrel. The bottom half. Alright, I'm in the quest.
How do you run again?
RB. R1.
Yeah.
Also,
right.
come get the first aid and the steaks from this supply box. It's free items. I'll start tracking. Right, that's how we jump. Good.
This is gonna go great.
Yep.
It's gonna go real great.
If I remember correctly, the Somnicanth, their main thing is that they just put you to sleep. So this is probably a good first.
It's good. It's a good opener.
Oh, he was thrilled with himself. He was sitting there thinking, I'll do it again. And that was right after he puked it up.
It's worth it.
Yep. That's the face of a dog that knows that he just made you clean up his squirrel vomit. Oh my gosh, Yoda. Bad Yoda. Alright, I found it. And I'm gonna pretend that I did great tracking to find it and not that I just looked on the map and saw it on the map. Clear as day.
There we go.
Power through. Power through the controls. It's worth it.
I'm trying.
It's worth it.
Where is the thing?
It's the pink, it's like the purple thing on the island, or on the map. It's on number 9 right now. It's headed towards number 9.
Oh, okay. Are you engaging with it?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
We're engaged. I have completely forgotten how to play this game.
I have to. Steve. How do you dodge?
B. That's how you roll.
Okay. I'm so not used to these controls. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Stefan. So sleepy.
Ooh, I'm hitting him with that 1-2 combo. Ooh, get it! I'm going in on this guy right now.
Get it. How do I do the jumpy thing with the,
oh gosh. Do you have to run the most mechanically complicated weapon?
I did. It was what I had equipped.
It's R2B, I think. That's how you pole vault.
Yep.
And then you hit him with A, and that's how you keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Hit me! Hit me! Flynn, hit me! Good boy.
I thought you were talking to the monster. I was like, oh, okay.
No, it was trying to put me to sleep, and so I needed to get smacked.
I needed to get smacked.
Ooh, blocked! I'm not used to running a shield. This is nice. So I am curious that once you get the hang of the controls again, if you think that your Elden Ring playtime helps you at all with this kind of gameplay.
Oh my god, absolutely not.
I mean, they're mechanically very similar.
Yeah, if I was fighting with a sword.
You have a sword in your kit somewhere?
Yeah, I do.
It's like deep in your pocket, but
it's deep in my pocket where it sits while
it's a paperweight for your spell books, which makes no sense.
Oh, shoot.
Turf war, let him fight. I got it. Alright, I'm riding the monster.
Oh, he's getting me. That thing looks scary as hell. What you're riding?
Boom! Yeah, this thing's like a giant snake with legs.
Yeah, it looks terrifying.
Boom!
I just need to back up.
Yes, you do.
Let you have
I'm doing the finisher, doing the finisher. Ooh!
Ooh, that looks good.
Alright, get in. Get in on this, Jake.
I'm coming. Is that a sword in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Yes, Jeff, yes. But all of the above. It is a sword, and I am happy. The only sword that I used in Elden Ring was the sword that I happened to equip the dash mechanic that I used on.
So you never even ended up using Night and Flame after I went through so much to find it for you?
Steven, I'm so glad you found it for me, though, because it was part of a trophy. So we would have had to do it eventually.
Don't give me credit for enabling your addiction.
If it makes you if it makes you feel better, that sword has the spell that I use to like get through most of the end game. I don't know how powerful it would have been through the sword, but in my magic, it was really, really strong.
Dodge it.
Oh, wait,
hit me, Flynn. Good boy.
A little late.
Got you.
Finnick, you wanna hit me? Hit me, Finnick.
I'm trying to keep you healed best I can.
I've noticed that you've been healing me somehow. And
yeah,
I appreciate it.
I'm using my gosh, what should I call this? I think it was called a Mushromancer build, but I'm not using Mushromancer. Basically, I'm eating things to keep you alive.
All right,
what even hit you?
He did. I was trying to figure out how to equip a potion.
You hold down L1, and then you use Y and A to navigate your menu. Or you can equip them to a quick slot.
Don't worry, I'll catch back up. Yeah, no, like I am obviously very proud that I beat Elden Ring, but to your point of like, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this as I was being a 40-year-old woman from the big city who moves back to her hometown to deliver mail.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how I did all this with Elden Ring, but like really, it's just like I could never, like I watched somebody do something really cool in Sekiro, and I was just like, I could never do that. Like I was just like, the reason that Elden Ring worked for me was because of how much option and variety.
How much you could cheese with magic.
How much you could cheese with magic, but also just like how many great farming spots there were.
Yep.
And just like go and farm here. If you get stuck on a boss, just walk away from it and come back. Like I don't know.
Something I need to remember how to do in this game is how to stop swinging so I can face the monster which has become behind me rather than in front of me.
Yeah, Austin, I was telling Steven we probably should do Tiny Team.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I guess, is the time slot for that. We need to keep going on that one.
Oh, it just flashbanged us. That was cool.
I was wondering what the heck that was. I thought I hit it funny.
It grabbed a thing out of the water like an otter and then cracked it on its belly, and it was like a flash bug or something. I love Monster Hunter and how just unique the monsters are.
The monsters are very cool. Even if they don't look great on Rise, but they're on the Switch, but that's okay.
I mean, considering this is a Switch game, I still think it looks really good for a Switch game.
It does look good for a Switch game.
World looks way better, obviously, but this is on the Switch, so
yeah,
it gets a pass.
This couldn't run on the World. Couldn't run on the Switch.
No. Maps were way bigger. Resolution was higher, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Steven, I know you don't listen to TikTok or anything like that.
Yep.
But have you been hearing the "My money don't jiggle jiggle"?
No.
Or "Jingle jingle, it folds"? That rap?
Nope.
Stuck in my head, man. I can't get away from it. Lee Allison keeps sending me things with it.
I don't know if he's retreating or what. Nope. Turn away from him.
Nope.
Turn away from him.
Flashbound. Don't worry, he can't touch me.
Hit me. Good boy, Flynn. He's gonna
Steven,
sweep.
how do I shoot my?
What? Do you know how to aim with it?
Kind of.
So when you're aiming with it, you'll hit probably R2.
I'm gonna drown in this pool of water. Gonna die a shallow grave.
Remember to sharpen your weapon.
Is that fly still?
Yeah, you're using a melee weapon.
I don't think it's
What color is the blade around your weapon?
green.
Okay, you're probably okay then.
I surely can't die another time.
That is surely correct. Oh, crap. The snake's back. So what about in the whole part of the game that is like memorizing boss patterns? Do you feel like you're any better at that because of Elden Ring?
Maybe, but it would be like a subconscious thing.
Yeah.
Because pretty much I don't know, probably just because like that's kind of what you have to do. But I feel like, because I was thinking about that too, it's just like, I don't know that I learned how to learn patterns. I just knew, I kept perfecting my strategy.
Which
more
was
so than,
laser beam.
yeah, my strategy was like, how can I laser beam better?
How can I kill this person before they realize they're being killed?
That is 1000% how I approached almost every fight. Was
Hurry
like,
up and get down here. He's in a cave.
what's the fastest way I can kill them?
You need
So that they'll die.
to drop down a level.
I'm trying. I'm really trying, Steven. If I saw a hole in the ground. You know, if I could find a hole, I could use a hole.
You found
but
it. All right, I'm gonna hit him. Get ready to follow up.
I'm ready.
Your bug got the initial hit, Jake.
Oh well.
When they're sleeping, their first hit that they receive is double damage.
Well, that bug did really good then.
Yeah, it probably went from a 2 to a 4.
Don't be mean to my bug.
I run Insect Glaive. I know how the bug works.
His
And
name's Frank.
no, that can't be Frank, because isn't Frank the name of my moose man from Elden Ring, the one with the horns?
Yeah, that's true.
It's taken.
There
There has never been more than one Frank alive at any time in history.
There are so many summons that I never found that I heard about and like always wanted. Like there was one of this other bone person named Lynetta, I think. And
Loretta?
Yes.
That's who you got the great bow from. The spell.
Yes. Well, anyway, you can find her as a summon, but she just basically is static. She just stays in one place.
Yeah.
And shoots bows, energy bows at people.
Yep.
But if you come across wolves, she will ride the wolf.
That's cool.
Yeah.
If you're about to get out of here, run.
Why are we running?
Because you're about to die.
I'm fine.
Oh my gosh, just let me sharpen my weapon.
Sharpening your weapon, Steven?
It's sharpened. We're good. Oh, you're riding the wyvern.
Oh, well, apparently I'm riding the wyvern.
Just use A to charge it into the wall. Whatever the launch monster button is. Into the wall, Jake.
I'm working on it, Steven. This is...
There you go. Nice.
Boom. That only took us like, what, half an hour?
I don't know. It'll probably tell us in the roundup. Remember to carve. Hold down A till you carve 3 times. It's 3 carves per monster.
comes the messy part.
It's a 3 monster carve. It's a 3 carver.
3 carve monster. Yep.
Let's see.
Ugh, my brain is not prepared for all these things.
What do you mean?
Just I keep pressing what is B, thinking it's X,
Yep.
which in my
Yep.
brain is jump. But now I gotta press R2 to jump, which is not what jump is in my brain.
Right.
Austin apparently has a very good system to do
Yeah,
100% in Tiny Tina.
Flynn, don't hump your sister.
It's a great out of context quote.
I think there's plenty of context. 16 minutes is how long that took us.
Oh, it felt way longer. I don't know why.
I think we need to get you some survivable armor.
I think you're probably right, because I think I'm just, I think I just have like the base armor.
Yeah.
Let me go see what I got. If I can upgrade something. Is there anything you would recommend?
Stuff that has things like defense boost or recovery up. Anything that sounds like it'll help you stay alive.
Stay alive, stay alive.
What do you want? Come to me if you need new gear.
Did you just go from the Bee Gees Staying Alive to Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears?
I think
I think that's exactly what you did. I don't... You need to... Someone needs to pay for what just happened.
ooh,
Leave it to me.
What?
this is a fun-looking armor set.
See you later.
Which one?
Oh, never mind. I don't like the pants.
You don't have to wear all of the pieces.
The Banabra.
Na-
The
Banabras?
Banabra. Banabra. Banabra.
Uh-huh.
Banabra. I apparently have one of these equipped. Okay.
How do I not have...
Ah, jeez.
Have a look around. My hammer's ready.
I never figured out what hunting horn I wanted. Oh, I could get the sick guitar from the Zenogre.
All right, Steven, I have equipped the turtle armor.
Okay.
You won't see it because I have layered armor, but I went from 0 defense to 18 defense.
That's good.
So I imagine that's going to be a pretty dramatic jump,
I hope so.
but I could be totally wrong. But I am going to take another pass at this layered armor.
See you later. I got some good deals
All right, I'm feeling better about myself.
That's good.
Quest board? Nope. Talk to lady. Still doing low rank quests. All right, Blizzard Blender.
Is that the next one?
That's the next one.
Let's do it.
we go. Thank you.
We're just going down the list.
Okay, I'm on my way.
We're doing it. We're doing it step by step.
Break.
Got him, Joe. Good one. Walked right into that one, Austin.
So Steven, I started Lake,
Yeah.
which has been a great cooldown from Elden Ring.
That's
I'll
good.
just say.
That's good.
In case anyone is ever like, I think I might try Lake. Jake talked about that once. It is fun, but if you get it on PlayStation, if you're playing on a PlayStation 5, make sure you're playing the PlayStation 5 version. Otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with a whole lot of bull crap that was not very fun to deal with. I basically played maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, got about halfway through the trophies. I'll beat this thing before Friday, I would think.
I'm ready.
One of the trophies is like at a certain point you get a camera, and so you have to take a full roll of film pictures and then turn it in. And anytime I pulled up the camera and then put it away, the game crashed.
Wow.
And I tried it. I made sure I didn't have an update. I made sure,
Get your recovery items.
Fine, Dad.
You'll thank me when you're older.
Anyway, yeah, it was rough. I was not happy. But I downloaded the PS5 version, replayed through what I had played the night before over lunch. Obviously, hoofing it, trying to get there. And I basically told myself, I was like, if I get to the part that I was at and it glitches again, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was like, I will not. That's the end. That's all she wrote for this one.
Watch
Are we
behind
hunting
you.
this thing?
Nope.
Okay, nope, we're not hunting this thing.
We're hunting the Gross Harag. Or the Gross Hag, if that helps you.
The Gross Hag. Lovely name, lovely name. Are you pretty confident that it's the one at number 9?
If by pretty confident you mean 100% certain, yes.
Okay, great. As long as you're 100% certain, that's what I care about most.
That's him.
God dang, I'm so in Elden Ring mode. My brain was like, okay, laser beam time. It's not laser beam time, Steven. I don't know what Steven is doing, but I just hear the music. Or I don't hear the music because I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm doing my job. That's what I'm doing.
I like it.
Oh, that worked out. That hurt. That's how I do beat of residence. Got it. Okay. And we're back. Cool.
And we're back.
He's enraged. Watch out. When he's red, that means he's enraged. He gets ice blades for arms and gets a lot more aggressive.
Oh, okay, it is ice. I was like, I don't know, Steven. It looks like he might have blood blades. He grows ice for arms. Oh, Steven, did you see the Overwatch 2 beta is hip-hop and happening?
Is it open?
It is, but like to get it, you have to watch a certain number. You have to have your Twitch connected to your Bethesda account or whatever, and then you have to watch a certain number of hours of people streaming it.
That's so stupid.
I concur.
My excitement for Overwatch 2 has deflated so much because of Blizzard and because how much I hate Blizzard. They're not a good company.
Well, they're part of Activision. That there's all that going
Yeah,
on
but
too.
they're still totally complicit and part of the problem.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I've never been a huge fan of Blizzard. I like Diablo and that's about it. Like I've never liked Overwatch outside of the concept and some of the characters. And like it just lately especially you've just really seen the worst come out of that company.
Yeah. Joe said they can both pound sand, which is like such a great comeback.
Watch out, finish her. Did I miss? No. Ooh, hit him with the spin attack.
Very nice. But yeah, it's I don't know how I feel about it either.
Ooh, hit him with that combo.
I also saw today that there's a rumor that Bethesda is working on a Mandalorian game.
That's definitely not true.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there's no way.
I was just like, I would love a Mandalorian game. I don't want it to be from Bethesda. I was just like, ugh, that does not excite me.
Well, I mean, think about it. That would be, based on what I've heard, in direct competition and kind of redundant to Starfield.
Yeah, exactly.
And that just sounds like such a my uncle from Nintendo told me rumor. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think we need a Mandalorian game, because I don't think Mandalorian would really work as a video game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what would work about it as a video game? Mandalorian specifically.
I just think being a Mandalorian would be a lot of fun.
Then you could do that with literally anything else, and it doesn't have to be Mandalorian, which is a
you're
character.
right.
That's my thing. Not saying that Mandalorian would make a bad video game. It's just that he doesn't work as well as.
No. I'm sorry. Back that up. You're assuming I'm talking about the show, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not. I just
Okay.
mean a Mandalorian.
Okay.
I would like a game where you played as a Mandalorian.
Yeah, that could work, but like, it just. I'm worried that Mandalorians are getting way oversaturated. And actually, you know, in the Old Republic, if you play as a bounty hunter class, you play as a I think you're a Mandalorian. You at least take part in the Great Hunt. And this is back when Mandalore was actually like prominent. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I would want to be pretty much exactly what the Mandalorian in Mandalore, in the Mandalorian is, but I think it would just be super fun. I want a jetpack. I want like staffs. I want the cool weapons and stuff. Nice. It'd be a lot of fun. Like the Nintendo 64 bounty hunter game.
Is that really for 64? I thought it was for it's for the PS2 generation. I think it was GameCube and PlayStation 2.
Maybe you're right. You're right. I forget where I played that all the time.
I just laid into that guy. Come on. You probably played it on PlayStation 2. Well,
I think it was. I think it was something.
I know it came on PlayStation 2. Be sure to eat, sharpen your weapon.
Yeah, my weapon's sharp. My problem is health.
Doing best I can, but it takes me a while to play my music, and my healing is not great.
Joe says Fallout the Mandalorian. Yes, except not Fallout. I was listening to someone talk about Fallout 4 today too. I forget exactly what it must have been a podcast, but the whole time they were talking, I was just like, yeah, that's like not, I didn't like that game.
It's amazing how, like, you can really tell, like, the moment that everyone turned on Bethesda, and I loved that, because, like, Fallout 4, when they announced it, Bethesda could literally do no wrong. They were the darling of everything. Todd Howard was, like, pictures of Todd Howard were lulling men to sleep at night. Like,
are you thinking of Fallout 76?
No, I'm thinking of Fallout 4, because it started with Fallout 4, when like, they hit their peak of popularity, and then Fallout 76 became a thing, and it was shortly before that people started to sour on Fallout 4 and realize, hey, this game actually isn't the Messiah in video game form.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did 76, and they were like, hey, maybe Bethesda's not a good game developing company, and maybe they've just done
really lucky.
They've just done some good games that we really over-exaggerated the importance of. Not to say that Skyrim isn't important, because it's vastly important. It's probably the best gateway into fantasy RPGs, but it's not a great game. Like, it's not... Like, if I was to recommend RPGs to people, Skyrim probably wouldn't even be in the top 5.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend either of those to somebody.
Yeah, and
especially starting out. Like, maybe if I knew, oh, they're really big into
and
whatever.
and the thing is, like, even when those things launched, and to this day still, they're buggy as hell. They're so unpolished, and it's just like it makes me laugh. And back then, I was a lot more of a defender of Ubisoft. That age is gone, and that they can go eat sand for all I care. Pound sand, sorry.
We pound sand here.
We pound sand. We don't eat it. But back then, like, Ubisoft, and honestly, it is tragic because Ubisoft is different now because of this mentality of Bethesda releases a buggy game. Wow, so quirky. I love it. LOL. Ubisoft has a buggy game. Wow, unpolished. So terrible. 0 out of 10. That's the reason we don't have innovation from Ubisoft anymore. It's because they got tired of being creative and they stuck with what worked.
Right.
Because, like, Assassin's Creed Unity, fantastic game, best game in the franchise, and I will die on that hill. But because some PC players got bold and posted glitches that never really even happened to the common public on YouTube, everyone hates it. Its legacy is skinless faces, when I doubt that was even a glitch that more than 2% of the population hit.
Right.
It's stupid.
It's a shame.
It's a huge double standard.
Have you seen that Ubisoft is open to sell, or
Oh, yeah.
looking to sell now?
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is so crazy, because, like, not even 3 or 4 years ago, that was the big story, was like, wow, they survived the buyout. Like,
Yeah, they were under, it was, gosh, Eidos? No, it wasn't Eidos. It was, who was it that was trying to do a hostile takeover?
I can't remember. But yeah, that was the whole story,
Yep.
was that there was a hostile takeover trying to happen. They survived it. And to be fair, they put in the work. They put in they produced some pretty good games. And honestly, probably more so as they announced a bunch of games that a bunch of people got excited for, but those games still aren't here.
Yep.
Like the Space Monkey.
That
game.
game's never gonna launch.
I'm so mad because, like,
It looks
really
so
cool.
stupid. I don't understand. Like for back then, maybe like, okay, cool, this is something different. But we live in a completely different market of video games now, to where like that game is just like something. It's just another thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it can't ride off of the laurels of a concept anymore when we've had things like No Man's Sky that are actually innovating the space genre. Like, the only thing that game has for it at this point is a swearing British monkey. And I don't understand why anybody would let that alone drive they're hyped for a game.
I just like looking at the world and stuff. I thought it was really cool, and like they talked a lot of the stuff like No Man's Sky, just like being able to go up to your space crew and all this and that.
Yep.
But I don't know.
I mean, that all sounds great if it wasn't done by Ubisoft and their poster child wasn't a swearing Cockney monkey. That completely killed my chance of being excited about that game.
But that didn't bother me.
It bothered me a ton.
I'll tell you another game that's not going to come out from them is Black Flag. Or
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones. That game apparently is still being developed.
I just can't believe it. Like, I just don't. That's one that I feel like will never come out.
Yeah. So honestly, at this point, I hope they get bought out.
Yeah, I do too. I hope they get bought out and somebody gets in there and says, hey guys.
Somebody who actually likes the Tom Clancy IP, please. Like, get somebody in there who's just like, hey, my favorite game by you guys was a Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Let's talk. Like, come on. That would be great if we got actual good Tom Clancy games again that weren't Rainbow Six Siege pushing. Have I talked to you about how much the operators from Rainbow Six Siege bother me?
No.
And it's not because of the whole going woke thing, even though that does bother me, but it's more than that. But they've gotten to a point to where when they announce an operator for Rainbow Six Siege, it's not, oh, cool, what CT unit are they a part of? It's now, okay, what's their social quirk? Are they gay? Are they deaf? Are they some nationality that's underrepresented? You know, like they are trying more so to be like the social justice squad. And not only that, but there's a character in there named Ella, and the community loves Ella. I think it's Ella anyway. She looks like a Twitch thought, and she's a counter-terrorist operative. And it bothers me so much. Because it's like, they don't know how to make these games serious anymore.
Right.
And it's like, this is a game that's supposed to be about like a coalition of all the countries coming together to fight terrorism. It is not supposed to be a game that is inflating the ego of esports players out there, which is what it is now. That's tragic. And I would be wrong if I said that it didn't have great gameplay, because it's honestly solid at doing what it's trying to do. But in doing that, you've killed something that could have been so much better, like Rainbow Six Patriots, the game that was going to have you playing from the perspective of everyone involved in terrorist events, to where you'd see the perspective of the terrorists themselves from people in the middle of the fight, like you play as all of them. That sounds so interesting. But no, let's have Twitch thoughts fighting other Twitch thoughts.
I mean, representation is important, but
you can do representation in the other thing.
do it better.
Like, that's the thing. What's more compelling and meaningful? The different nations coming together to fight against terrorism, or the different nations coming together so they can shoot each other like they're an esport? The latter means nothing. It is literally virtue signaling in video game form. And the former actually is, you know, something compelling, and it's a message of unity for all the nations involved in terrorism. Like, that is a universal thing that we've all dealt with at some point as nations.
Right.
You know what we haven't all dealt with? Twitch thoughts.
I don't know. I think we all have probably done
We're all
that.
getting there.
At some point. Joe brought up Star Citizen. I did not realize that game was in early access. Steven, how much do you know about?
Is that the game that keeps saying that it's going to come out, but it's never actually going to come out?
So again, I get all my information.
Is that the game that people are spending $10,000 on ships for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, screw that game.
I keep seeing stuff about this game, and I just don't.
Screw that
I'm
game
still
straight to hell. That game can pound sand straight to hell. It's such a scam.
Why do you hate this? Why do you hate this game
It's
so
such a scam. It's never going to release. And I mean, I guess it's not their fault as much as it is the fault of the people who are willing to drop so much money. But like, they're according to what I've heard, they're doing like pre-orders for egregious amounts of money for content that's not even in the game yet. And like they're making all these promises, and the game has been in development forever. It has no sign of actually releasing. That game. Do you want NFTs in your video games? Because Star Citizen's how you get NFTs in your video games. I'm bringing in the heat, guys. Go ahead, ask me about another thing.
Well, I was gonna get back to Bethesda. I'm excited about Starfield, but I feel like they have so much riding on that.
Yep.
Because if that comes out and it's not
a game changer,
if it's not Skyrim level of amazing, which
the next Skyrim.
Yeah, if it's not like the next Skyrim, I don't know what they're gonna do. I feel like that's gonna be the beginning of the end for them.
Well, guess what, Jake? There is no such thing as the beginning of the end for Bethesda now. You want to know why? Because Big Daddy Phil Spencer from Microsoft bought him out, so they don't actually have a fire lit under them anymore. They don't need to be successful because they've got a sugar daddy. Their bills are paid. Like
my bills are paid.
Their bills are paid. Like that is 100% the case. When you have an independent studio, sure, they may have like different publishing or whatever, but when you have an independent studio where every game they come out with needs to be a success, or they need to have a passion, or they need to hit a following, and you take that away from them, they don't need to succeed. They just need to make things. And it'll sell because it's got the name. And it'll probably be it'll sell at least for a while before people start realizing, oh, hey, Bethesda's phoning it in now. Are they phoning it in? I don't know. But like that's what can happen when you start removing third party and just going all first party.
I was gonna say that could totally happen, but like I think PlayStation is a great example of when that's not the case. Because like you look at just name like the top, like just a couple of Sony's first party games, they're all like huge.
Right, but those studios I feel like have always been pretty tightly partnered with Sony. I think we're in a different age now of because the line was kind of drawn for a lot of those companies probably in the PS2 era, where they were like, we release PlayStation games and that's what we do. Same with Halo, Bungie, 343, all that kind of stuff. Like they had their line in the sand drawn, and there was an expected level of quality from them, and they helped create the followings on the systems themselves. So it's almost like those developers that have been there for so long, it's almost like they're core to the DNA of Sony. With this, I feel like it's different because you've got developers who they're used to having complete control. They're used to having that drive of this needs to succeed or we are done. Like this is a significant hit to us. And so it's like, what happens when you completely change the culture of the developer to where they have more mingling hands of, Xbox can now come in and say, hey, this thing, we really like this thing, do that thing.
Right.
Or if they're given too much freedom and they just phone it in, which can totally happen.
Yeah. I would like to think...
I hate them, Joe. I hate NFTs. I hate them.
I would like to think that, as you called him, Big Daddy
Phil
Spencer, would... I definitely think he's going to give them freedom, but at the same time, if the games aren't performing, or not even if they're not performing, but if the games have obvious problems, I think that's a conversation.
We'll see. We like Phil because he just seems like easygoing. Like he's just like, yeah, Game Pass. Like this is my legacy. You want free games? Sure, have them. That's Phil Spencer. I feel like has done a lot of good for modernizing what it means to play video games.
Right.
But I feel like and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if we've seen. It almost seems like Phil Spencer for a few years has just been kind of saying yes to things. Just yeah, Let's do that. That sounds great. Making it easier for people to like play games, but I don't know how involved he is in quality control because I mean, think about Xbox exclusives and how they've kind of, let's just say, been less than extraordinary for the most part.
Yeah.
But he hasn't brought the hammer down or talked up quality improvement with those yet. It's been more about what it means to play on the Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah.
What do I think about ignorance? Not bad, actually. Big fan of ignorance. I'm just kidding. I hate it. Ignorance is the worst. I'm going to go get some water and start the hunt. I'll be right back. I need to cool down. Where's my bottle?
Where's my bottle? I got Steven.
Brought up something or other and it lit me up, so now I'm going.
I hope y'all could hear that. That's funny. Somebody brought up something that fucking got me worked up. Oh man.
As much as I did just rip on Xbox exclusives, I will say this. I told you earlier I've been playing Gears of War Tactics on my phone. Mm-hmm. Just because I had a conversation with Mike the other day, and that got brought up, and I was like, you know what, I think I'll get that game another shot. And it's good. It's a
Which one is it again?
Gears of War Tactics. It's It's Gears of War but XCOM, and I say that in that they literally like, and that's a good thing, is that they said let's take XCOM's, like the conventions of an XCOM game, and let's just slap those on a Gears of War game, because it very much feels like a good blend of both. But it's not better than XCOM at being XCOM, but I don't think anyone was expecting it to be. But it's fun.
Right.
So that got me curious. I was like, you know what? I haven't played Horde mode on a Gears of War game in a while. Which I think you were on PlayStation. Well, yeah, you were on PlayStation, so you probably missed the era of Gears of War Horde mode. Oh man, those were the days. So I started playing Gears 5, and it's Horde mode. It's a lot of fun.
That's good.
They've done a lot of good for that series in terms of like just content. The story's just garbage, but the content of like playing Horde mode's fun. You know, so that's good.
Yeah, I've had no interest in that series.
For a while, it was king. Like,
Right.
PlayStation gamers were jealous of us, Xbox 360 players, because we had Gears of War. And that was back when the first trilogy was still being done, and it was fantastic. Even from a storytelling standpoint, it hit really well.
Right.
But you know, those days are done.
The only game that I was ever jealous of my Xbox friends were the Fable games.
Why?
I just thought they were. I had a great time with all of them when I played.
Those games like Fable are games to where like I feel like they're definitely a product of their time. To where if you played them today, you'd be like, this is garbage.
Oh yeah, it's not good. I've tried to go back now that I have Game Pass, and I'm like, ooh, these are the games I always wanted to play. Let me go back and try to play one. Couldn't do it.
Vortex, if there's another XCOM game that comes out, you're not just gonna get a tip video. You're gonna get a freaking Chortle Army comeback. Let me tell you.
Ooh.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Chortle Army comeback.
And actually, I've thought about, I think you mentioned this a few weeks ago, but now that we know that World Slayer is coming out June 30th, I thought about doing one of those videos for Outriders.
One of the get ready, get prepped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is one of those games that hits that perfect pocket for our content size, I think. Where it's got a niche following, but it's going to have a lot of outside viewers coming in and not a lot of coverage for it.
Right.
So if that's something you want to do, I'm open to it.
Yeah. You record the content, I'll put it together.
Okay. Sharpen and eat some food. The well done steak. Eat one of those. That keeps your max stamina up. Was this the next priority quest?
So when you say priority quest, Steven, what do you mean by that?
I mean the quest that it tells you, hey, this is what you should really do next. Which, for you, it may have been to talk to somebody in the village.
She said, hey, great, congratulations, you got to rank 3. now go do 6 of these quests.
Okay, so you're probably doing what you're supposed to do then.
Again, who knows? I'm new here.
Okay, not gonna lie, and maybe this is too soon for me tooting my own horn, literally, but I'm killing it with the hunting horn tonight. Like, I'm actually really enjoying myself. And normally I'm just like, oh, it's too slow, but like tonight it's like, it's pretty good.
I just appreciate that you said you're tooting your own horn.
I am.
But I'm doing really good with this hunting horn. That's great. Great line. I had another great. Joe a while back mentioned the podcast idea. It's just list like things that Steven hates.
Things that'll trigger me.
Yeah.
See, I don't get triggered because when I think triggered, I think like a person literally can't function and they are to their core shooketh. I don't get triggered.
No.
I get caught up in a conversation. Like I don't think I get saying that I get carried away is correct. I get amped.
Yeah.
But I'm never to the point to where like someone cannot say something that just shakes me. I'm pretty even kilter. But if I'm opinionated and I will express my opinions to the point where people probably don't want to be my friend anymore. But but you won't shake me.
That's the idea, I think. Is what I have in my head is that I come up with a list of just random things, and I'm like, Steven, hate or no, and just, we let you go through all the lists and just rant.
Okay.
However long.
I mean, if we're really desperate for content one week, yeah, that'd probably be a good one.
I feel like I had another really fun idea earlier, but now I've forgotten it. I really got to start writing these things down.
I thought you were.
I have a note, but I didn't. I'm real bad about. I'll start to like write things down and make notes of things, and then like I'll do that for a day, and then I'll forget that I have the thing.
We have not done video game weapons yet. I think that's a good one to include the community on.
On the for a tier list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once our community decides to come back from wherever they went on vacation.
I mean, we've never had like just a ton of people, so
we're just in kind of a lull right now.
Well, I'd say we've just kind of established a new norm. Isn't the right word I'm looking for, but like a new dependables. What am I?
Regulars.
Regulars. Thank you. We've just got new
dependents.
regulars.
We list you guys as dependents on our taxes.
Actually, they should start listing us as dependents.
It's true.
That's my hot take of the day.
That's what's special about our YouTube channel. We give you a tax write-off because we're dependent.
We're dependent on you. I was also thinking about how we should do a VR stream again soon.
Absolutely.
We both have quests.
I would love to do a Demio stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I was gonna almost. That was actually when you came in and were like, "Ooh, how does this game work again?" And I was like, "Do you need to play something else?" I was in the back of my mind. I was thinking like a VR game, and I had forgotten that was one on there. But yeah, something like that would be fun. I was also the other one that came to my brain was keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah.
Because that would be a fun one for like one of us to be, can monitor chat and obviously look at the manual. Yeah,
that's the trick that we need to figure out. Unless if you've already got it figured out, is how are we going to monitor chat?
No idea. No idea.
They're doing their chase game again.
A game like that would work, though, well, where one of us is not
Sharpened.
in headset. My knife is sharp.
Well, you're using a glaive. That's your weapon. So.
And it's sharp.
How many times have you sharpened in this fight?
I have not, and I don't know.
That
like,
worries me about how much you're actually hitting the target.
I don't know.
I've sharpened 3 times, I think.
So, like, are you looking at the, like, right now, your sword up there at the top is blue.
Yes.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yes.
Yeah, mine is right at the top green. I don't know what you want.
How is the bar completely filled? Follow me. I'm going to take this monster to tackle another monster.
It's all but, like, the teeniest, tiniest bit.
You might, maybe on your armor, you've got something that improves the polish of your weapon. Or not polish, the sharpness.
Have your wives help you with chat?
That's
It's
Anna
not a
would
bad
totally do that.
idea. It would, well, yeah, Anna would probably be the better pick, because Lee Allison is usually doing nighttime routine stuff while I'm streaming.
You caught up? I'm breathing fire on this fool.
Yeah, as I say, you're gonna wipe this dude out as a dragon. I just need to stay away from you.
Gosh, I'm just dropping artillery on this thing. All right, finish her. Get burnt! Get burnt!
Oh, I just don't like that we're gonna now have a Rathalos running around our battlefield.
Hey, good for you remembering that's the Rathalos.
Oh, I know the Rathalos. Don't worry.
I didn't know if you would be confused with a Rathian or not.
All right, maybe I'm confused. What is a Rath?
Rathian is a female Rathalos, and they're green.
Oh, I would not have known that.
Yeah.
I would not have known that.
So you
distinction.
lucked into being correct.
I probably would have called the green one a Rathalos.
I'm sure.
And I would have been really confused when you said Rathalin or whatever, because I would have been like, isn't that what I said? What did I say?
He's almost dead.
Time to run.
He's gonna pounce on one of us. Here it comes. Maybe. Guy, what? He's like, I'm scared. I've never been this high before.
I've never been this high before. I've never done weave.
There's a meme that people in the Lord of the Rings meme community love to use, and it's basically taking situations with Sam and Frodo, like any situation in the movies, taking a screenshot, and Sam's like, Mr. Frodo, if I take one more step, it's the furthest I'll ever have been away from the Shire. Because he says that at one point when they're about to leave, what's-his-face's farm.
We need to, I know we said that we should do this again too, but we need to do a watch along.
Yes! Yes. Yes. It'll take 12.5 hours, but I don't care.
I mean, it would have to be separate streams, but like, I think we could do it.
Yeah.
All we need is you to stream the movie to me in Discord, but then somehow not stream that out to the audience. We'll have to figure it out.
You could probably just watch the movies on Netflix.
We could probably do that too.
Screw that. Who's trying to watch Spy Kids 3? What?
Okay, now. I would I would be up for doing that. Because
Why?
I'd love to know. I'd love to
Oh,
know
I just saw my
how-
mic peak. That was not good. That was not a good look.
That we went to see that for my birthday one year. Whenever that came out.
Spy Kids 3?
Yes, that was like my birthday party. We went to see Spy Kids 3, and I was just like, "You're all welcome. You're all welcome. This is an amazing movie."
You greeted your birthday guests with "You're welcome." Welcome to the cinematic event of your life, Spy Kids 3D.
It was starting. It was like during the first
Oh my god.
10 minutes, like whatever action scene they open up with, I like stood up at my chair and I was like, "You're welcome. You're welcome."
What? I'm pretty sure the first action scene is when they're like in Toontown. And they're like fighting frogs or something.
Oh man, I was excited. I was just like,
You got
"This is the coolest
you got
thing."
so amped. that you demanded satisfaction from your birthday guests in the theater. Oh my god.
I also had this vague memory of going to a birthday party for someone. I don't remember who it was, but their birthday party was we went to see some Piglet movie, Piglet's Big Little Adventure or something like that, and like we were like
Babe in Space.
I want to say we were like 12 or 13 at the time, and I guarantee you we were probably 8, just because of how bad my memory is and like how old I felt when I was actually.
Jake, this was 2 years ago. I asked you to go see Babe in Space with me.
But I remember thinking like, why did this kid pick this movie? Like, why is this what we're going to see? Apparently, he loved Piglet. But anyway, I remember watching the movie.
Oh, it was like the Pooh, the Winnie the Pooh character.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say?
You said Piglet, and I thought you meant literally like a piglet, like Charlotte's Web or Babe.
No. Like you remember, there was
there was
a time in the mid 2000s where like the Winnie the Pooh franchise decided that
they took the X-Men Origins Wolverine approach to
filmmaking. It was like Piglet and Tigger should have their own movies, and like there was a big Tigger adventure about like, is he the only one? Where's his family? And then like all of the Pooh characters like dress up as
which is
Tiggers
hilarious because aren't they all just like factually within the universe just Christopher Robin's stuffed animals that he plays pretend with?
Yes.
So we're all wrapped up in the lore of this character that is in the lore a stuffed animal in a child's imagination.
so I'm not going to remember this verbatim, but like I know we've talked before about the new Buzz Lightyear movie.
Yep.
But I don't think we've just outright so we've speculated and we've been told up front that like, yeah, it is connected to the Toy Story universe, blah 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 blah. So Steven, it's fucking convoluted. It's worse than like a Kingdom Hearts plot. I'm gonna botch this, but let me tell you how this is the official statement from Pixar and Disney. Okay, this is how it's connected. Okay. Let me think this through.
On the way to visit you guys, I had a conversation with Ben and Elizabeth about the ramifications of this movie. Because I had it wrong, but the way they had marketed it when they announced it was the way I had it, which was wrong.
So, as I understand it now, and if you understand it better, correct me, but it's, I forget how it starts. This movie, leave it to me. God, I forget if it's the act. I think
it is. It is a movie that exists.
Star Wars. This is the Star Wars that Andy would have gone to see, but the Buzz Lightyear toy that he has is based off of the Buzz Lightyear animated series, which was a spin-off of this movie.
Yes, it's like how the Mandalorian has action figures. This is like if the Mandalorian had a movie telling the origin of the Mandalorian. It is a movie that exists within the universe of Toy Story, which means that when we're watching it, we are part of the Toy Story universe because Andy also could have seen the movie.
Well, no, because I remember there's something about
to which I say, just do Buzz Lightyear Star Command again, because that was fine. We don't need Chris Evans in a like photorealistic version of the biggest chin in the galaxy to do.
Biggest chin in the galaxy. Real talk though, I'm like I'm excited about that movie.
I am not excited in the least. It's one of those that is a failure to launch for me. Like, I'm sure it'll be a fine space romp, but it is following in the trend of, there are two big trends in Hollywood right now. One, two big trends in Hollywood IP right now. One is what Spider-Man No Way Home did, which is just bringing back old actors from the franchise, not trying, and then profiting. Two is...
Steven, can we, just on that note, can we please do a reaction to the new Blue's Clues movie? Blue's No Way Home. Can we please do a reaction?
When's that coming out?
I have no idea. But it'd have to come, we'd have to wait till it was on a streaming service of some sort.
Sure, Jake. You know what? Sure.
Oh man.
And the other trend is you abandoned the quest.
I'm sorry.
The other trend is.
I thought you were ready. I didn't know what you were waiting on.
Wait, did you launch the quest?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come back then, because
Well, I know.
I thought I was ready.
Well, you weren't.
I was in the. Okay, no, wait, don't leave. I'm joining. What the heck? That was so weird.
Okay, cool.
It just kicked me out of the quest. But I had to rejoin. But anyway, the other trend.
Well, we were both standing there around that door, and I was just like, well, I guess he's ready. And then I hit go, and it was like I didn't realize
it just took
that
you
the
without
message. I did. Well, no, it gave me a message. It was like your friend's not ready, but I took a second to process what it was saying.
After you already hit go.
I had already hit go.
The other trend is taking popular characters in pop culture and doing a movie about either their origin or about their future and just calling it their last name.
Can you give me some examples?
Willy Wonka. John McClane was a thing for a while, but I don't think that's happening anymore because Bruce Willis quit acting. But you know what? That might be more reason for them to do it. Lightyear. There are others. I'll have to think about it.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just I was curious if you had a.
I had 3 prepared. It's not just limited to. I guess this is a better way to put it. It's not just limited to film.
Right.
Alfred had his own show, Pennyworth.
I just have no love for the Gotham series.
Yeah.
And Pennyworth was just the icing on the cake for that one.
Yep.
Did that? How did that one perform?
I know of literally no one who's watched it.
Okay, great. I don't remember. I remember that
that
was coming out.
That one wasn't even like a CW or like it was on like some random platform that doesn't have any other DC property. It was weird.
That is strange.
And I guess you could argue that Logan started, or was at least, yeah, I would say that it was part of the trend picking up steam, but you know that actually felt earned and necessary. Whereas Buzz Lightyear is well, no one knows what's Logan's last name without looking it up.
Wolverine.
No, it's not.
Steven, what are we looking for out here? Because
in fact, I'm pretty sure his first name is actually James. Isn't it like James Howlett or something like that? And Logan's actually his middle name?
I don't know enough about Wolverine to say.
No one asked for or once. I say once, but you know people are stupid and they'll eat up anything like it's. I don't know. What's something people eat up a lot of and don't consider the repercussions of their actions. But Willy Wonka, so unnecessary. And like, I don't know anyone who wants that. McClane. Like, why do I need the origin story of a guy who's just a good cop that was in... But like, his claim to fame was the fact that he was an ordinary guy who got caught up in a terrorist situation. So you're going to give me the story of an ordinary cop before he did the interesting thing that made him interesting. You know, like, you see why that's a problem? And then Lightyear, the least necessary of all of them.
See, when Lightyear was announced, I was just like, why? Why is this what we're doing? But the more I've seen of it, I think it's going to be a fun movie. But I get what you're saying. It's weird. It's a strange trend.
It's just, it's cash grab. Like, if you want to do something meaningful, then just do like, bring back Buzz Lightyear Star Command. But this just feels so much like, it feels very by the numbers as like a sci-fi adventure. Like it doesn't feel unique at all, based on what I've seen.
You don't think the robot cat is unique?
No, because that's just two things that the internet loves morphed into one. Like that's not unique. That's just a mashup.
What if they gave it a British voice?
That's just adding another thing. You're part of the problem, Jake.
Look, I am. I'll be the first to admit it. There are so many things that Hollywood is doing that I love that are just that, like, I agree with you. I see where you're coming from.
You're deaf to quality. You're deaf to cinema, Jake.
I am.
What the hell? He is destroying me.
He's slinging mud. I'm down in a pit. Now he's in the pit. He's out of the pit, but he knocked me down. I don't like this guy. This was the one that was down, dirty,
Yep.
down and dirty. And I understand the pun now.
All right, come here. Gonna give us a fresh buff.
Oh, by the way, next time we play Elden Ring, my character abandoned faith. That's how I beat the final boss. Because I had to abandon faith. So, I am an intelligence build now. You are the buff man.
Yay! What's your faith at?
Like 10.
Oh, so you
Maybe.
respect.
I respect. Yeah, that was the thing that sealed the deal. Was I had to respec into a lot of health and a lot of intelligence and mind, and then I tried to keep everything else that I had about as high as I could, but I basically sacrificed any arcane and any faith that I had put into my character. And I've got like 16 larvae, so I was like, yeah, this will be no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that was the winning deal. It took me like 2 or 3 tries after that to get it, and I still don't really know like what. That's the best guess of what I did to change my method, because like when I suddenly beat him, I was like, oh, and you'll get a kick out of this. So I had been using my laser beam build, right? So I started like, okay, how can I make this work? Oh, this boss is just, he doesn't let up. Like, I don't have enough time to set up my laser beam to really hit him and do enough damage. I was starting to run out of potions to like keep enough FP to keep it running.
Right.
So it's like I gotta try something else. And so I went back to the spell that I got at the very beginning of the game.
Wow.
That was just has had for the whole game been my go-to spell, because it's that I guess I technically didn't get it at the beginning of the game, but I got it very early on, and it was just a comet glintstone.
Yeah.
That you toss out, and you can charge it or you can do a quick cast of it. And I just was doing quick casts because I didn't have time to do any charges. And I just kind of kept it going, and just after every attack, I hit her with that, and I eventually did it. So,
nice. Defeated by the humblest of spells.
I wouldn't say the humblest. Like I could have done humbler spells, but
what's the humblest spell?
It would have been the glintstone, just like the very basic glintstone that I had. But like I was using the best glintstone that there is, but
yeah.
Still, it's a good move. Obviously, it carried me through most of the game.
Your golden retriever is swinging around like a double-sided Kasari Gama, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I love it. He's the best boy. That's the one thing Elden Ring is missing. Well, and I guess I guess it technically has it, and I think that's kind of why I clung to the wolf summon for so long. Oh, also, I do think the Mimic got the final hit on the boss, and I was screaming. I was like, you son of a bitch! You did it! You son of a bitch!
Come over here. Gotta heal you. Crap.
I'm near Flynn.
So I can just hit one note, and then just keep spamming my play song, and so I can just keep healing you that way. And since I've got my seed out, or whatever that thing is called, it actually casts my song twice.
Love it.
All right, go in on him. Just use your heavy attack a lot, and then if you need to recover, just use your emergency evade to hit him before he gets out of his stagger, and just build up your meter till you get to the ultimate.
How do I turn around? But yeah, if we ever play again, I can do one magic buff. That's it. I got no faith.
Vortex, I technically didn't miss. I just was out of range. That's why I hit twice to try to get closer, but Jake got on before I could.
Did this thing just like
Created mud walls.
Interesting. I don't like its tail either. It's kind of freaking me
Go
out.
cut off its tail. You've got slice damage, I don't. I'm all blunt.
All blunt.
All blunt, all day.
All blunt all day. I need to come up. I need to go ahead and start a poll for like what I'm gonna play Friday
Yeah.
for live stream.
Sharpen.
If I, how do you sharpen again?
Switch to the whetstone. Have you not sharpened this entire stream?
I literally no, I haven't. I still don't need to, but you keep saying it, so I'm just gonna appease you and do it.
Don't talk down to me as if you're the one that understands this game.
I am Elden Lord, and you shall show me respect.
I'm pursuing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double down on a hunting horn build because this is working out for me, I think.
It's coming back.
I feel like this is the best I've done with the hunting horn.
Steven?
Yep.
I think you might be right.
Regarding.
But this is the best you've done with content.
Okay.
I would know.
Oh. Woo! Okay, he is knocking me senseless.
I'm trying to get to you.
I'm gonna die. Glenn, hit me! Alright, I'm good.
I'm glad you're good. And I'm really glad that the stream is showing you and not me.
What are you doing?
I'm stuck in a hole. Trying to get my stupid dog to find me out. I can't. He won't.
Remember, if you jump off your dog, you can wall run. Like, jump up facing the wall and you'll start to sprint upward.
Yeah. We're having a rough time.
Well, the only horn puns I can think of right now are, and with the punchline of horny, I just don't like it.
Rest in peace, Jake, I guess. No, I'm good. It's fine.
Did you find it?
I found it, guys. It's sometimes hard to tell if the map is taking you into a hole or if it's taking you where you want to go.
Alright, he's retreating.
Is he?
He was trying. Ooh, I'm riding him. Alright, I'm going to go to the gosh, what's the thing called? Is that a Diablos?
I believe it is, yeah. If you're going where I think you're going.
Why did that feel wrong?
Maybe because it has the word devil in it. So
No, that's a devil
joke.
joke.
Not to just keep talking about Elden Ring, but I had an interesting question that I posed to Lee Allison earlier today. There's a rather large, or I say this, there's a big theme in Elden Ring about death, because one of the main plot points is that someone removed the death rune from the Elden Ring, right? And one of the endings, you can restore the death rune. I did that one. And I personally, like, that was something that, like, I would have strove to do, you know, like to try and restore death. And I kind of found myself sitting here thinking, am I a psychopath for, like, wanting to restore death?
Absolutely not.
And I asked Lee Allison that too, and she was like, no, I think I would. How I posed it to her, I was like, you could snap your fingers and suddenly death does not exist anymore. Like, no one would ever die. Would you do it? And she said no. And I would have said no. And I was just like, okay, cool. At least you and I are crazy together, if nothing else. But you would do the same.
I would do the same, unless if I could select, like, what species the lack of a death rune affected, and I would say all dogs live forever.
There you go. But then they wouldn't be with it. That's a tenant.
Well, they're not going to be there anyway. I'm sorry.
What about all dogs go to heaven, Steven? Have you not seen that movie?
The movie where there's a dog wearing a wife beater and a cap and they run a bar.
Yeah, you haven't seen that? Yeah.
I don't think that's biblically sound, Jake.
Oh, I don't know, Steven.
But no, death is a natural law, and to remove it is to basically throw things out of balance.
Yeah,
and this coming from a person who has not lost anyone to death that is, like, crucial to my existence.
You've lost grandparents.
I've lost family and I've lost people, but, like, it's not people that are part of my everyday life.
Yeah, I know. It sounds horrible, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I have not lost anyone that the absence of which affects the way I operate day to day.
An interesting, just talking about, because I totally get where you're coming from. Like, I've lost two grandparents.
I've lost all of my grandparents.
I've got two left, and one who is in a rough spot right now. That'll probably be the one that'll hurt the most out of all of them. But what's been interesting with my grandparents in our experience is some traumatic thing will happen. I think two of them had a stroke, and then one of them, like, broke their hip and then had a stroke.
Yeah, buddy.
But anyway, most of them have had strokes, and, like, post-stroke, they're pretty much already gone. Like, whether they're still there mentally or not, from an exterior perspective, I'm not getting any of that communication or, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so it's almost like it's almost this weird, they're gone, but they're not dead.
Right.
And so when they die, it's like, well, okay. Like, you basically, depending on how long they live, like, I had one who she was like that for at least 2 or 3 years. My grandfather didn't last that long, I don't think. Mm-hmm. His was like maybe a year that he was like that, but his was different because he didn't have dementia, but he had a stroke, and, like, he couldn't talk right. Like, he would mix up words. Mm-hmm. And so he went through another surgery, and then he had another stroke, and that's when he was just like a vegetable.
Right. Real quick,
so,
Vortex.
Like, go ahead. Sorry.
There is such a thing that exists. There's a film about 1v1ing death. It's called The Seventh Seal. It's a Swedish film in black and white, and it's about a dude challenging death to chess. That's like a classic film.
I saw a really cool, like, I think it was just like an idea for a story, a premise, I guess. Mm-hmm. And it was, you're the personification of death in a post-apocalyptic world.
And business is good.
And no, and you're trying to help the last surviving humans, because if the human race dies off, you die off as well. and it was like they can't see you, but like they can see the effects of your help. It was kind of a cool thing. But anyway, I was saying all that to say that, like, yeah, I haven't had someone just suddenly be gone. But honestly, the worst, and this sounds bad because it's just like, you didn't cry for, you know, your grandparents, but you cried over a cat. Like when Gatsby died, that was rough.
Yeah.
Because really
it's an aspect of your everyday life that is gone.
Yeah. And it just happened. It wasn't like he was sick and we knew he was gonna pass soon. It was just like boom, gone. That was really, really hard.
Yeah.
But you know, anyway. But yeah, death is an important part of life, as funny as it sounds. Okay, Steven, you've been saying priority quests.
Yes. At the top right, it should say hub progress or village progress.
Okay, so hub progress says 2 quests remaining.
Okay. Do you see village progress anywhere?
Yes, it says talk to Hinawa, the quest maiden.
So let's go talk to Hinawa.
Do we want to progress the village?
Yeah. Well, yes. It's weird. Like, both of them are important. Village is more of the story, but I don't know. I feel like there are parts where, like, the village progression is locked, or hub progression is locked behind village progression or something. So we want to keep doing both of them.
As a reward, you can take on 2-star quests. But I'm already taking on 3-star quests. Oh, I can take on 2-star village quests now. Well, hopefully this will be easy. We're gonna go with... Okay, I see. We don't wanna... Ugh. Alright, we're gonna hunt an Arzuros.
Azuros?
Hunters literally take hours.
Azuros.
Now come to me if you need new gear.
I'm sorry to hear that, Vortex. It's not fun.
With my last remaining grandparent, Memo, it was the beginning of last year in January, and she wasn't. She was not doing great, but less in the line of like bad health wise, and she just was lonely and she was getting up there. Got a call early in January from my mom. Like I woke up to the call and she basically was like, there was a fire at Mama's house. She didn't make it. So that hit because that was not expected. And really just to get real here for a second, but the worst part of that was that she didn't deserve to go that way because it was like smoke inhalation. And she was such a sweet woman that everybody loved, and just she deserved better. That was the hard part of it, but
yeah,
she was ready to go, I think, mentally. I just wish that she had a peaceful passing.
Yeah, that's kind of how my grandfather was. He kind of was just I don't know. My dad described it as like he was committing to surgeries he didn't need.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, I almost kind of think he was hoping that something like this would happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I did not mean to just Debbie Downer us so hard on this. I thought I was crazy for thinking.
No.
Well, and like I've it's one of those things that like that's a thought, that being the idea that like death is an important piece of the circle of life that shouldn't be taken away even if it sucks. That like mentality is like an ideal that I've always had, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I've agreed with for a long time, to the point that like I would have been shocked to hear that someone didn't agree with that.
Right.
And like I was just thinking about how many like movies and other like pop culture media like not push that message, but like usually if that's a question, it's like we must restore the order of death or whatever. And like I realized for whatever reason I was just like, is that like good though? Like, am I crazy? Am I like, am I a psychopath for that line of thinking? But anyway, obviously I'm not. Are you on the quest? Are you good to go?
I didn't know there was a quest yet. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I started a quest a long time ago.
Oh.
My grandmother was given a
What
6-month
quest?
prognosis and lived another 6 years. That's crazy.
What quest did you start? I don't see one.
Grizzly Glutton. You told me to come out here to the village, talk to this lady. I talked to this lady.
So it must be that village is solo and hub is multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what I understood.
Okay.
But then you were over here like.
Well, I mean, they're both important, but I forgot that was the distinction. Okay, let's calm down.
Steven's over here like, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I kind of hate that they're both important. Abandoning current quest. Wait.
I'm gonna wear my bard hat. Hope you're ready for it. You're not.
I can't wait. Oh, I see it. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, queen.
Go off, queen. Go off,
Slay.
sis.
Slay. Wow. Let's see. Vortex said. My uncle. Stroke. Yeah. That's exactly how my grandfather went. Vortex.
All right. What's he in the hospital for?
No, I was about to say, what's up there? Yeah, that's one I think about a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I'm okay. Steven is still preparing.
I don't even remember what my Bunny Dango loadouts are. I'm just picking one.
I have only ever had one that I have just it's my usual.
Well, see, since I used to run ranged primarily, and I still main range, but I'm trying something different since we're in low rank.
Right.
A lot of the ranged perks you can get are completely useless for melee.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why I've got multiples. I'm gonna get your supplies.
Okay, Dad.
Measure twice, cut once. I said the next dad thing that came to mind. Like I told my brain, search query dad line.
Search query dad line.
And that's what came out. There you go.
I can't even think of a good one, but I feel like I should have plenty from my dad, but I don't know of any good ones.
Get your oil changed?
Yeah. Have you checked your tires? They're there. I don't know what you want from me.
They're there.
They're there. I am like riding a little bit of the high right now because my tires have got to be close to just giving up. But I just...
Have you gotten them checked?
No.
You really should.
I should. Every for like the last 3 months maybe.
Nargacuga is really dangerous. Keep your distance best you can.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
He's very fast and very, very mean.
He looks cool.
I love the Nargacuga. He's awesome. But he's scurry.
Last several months, like three months maybe. At least once during those months, my front right tire will be low.
Yeah.
And so I've gone, aired it up, gotten it taken care of, whatever. First time I was just like, oh, it's the weather change.
Yeah, that
happens.
Yeah.
Cool air, temperature, pressure changes. Sometimes same amount of air is in the tire. It's the pressure is different. So you go pump it up a little bit, it'll be fine. Well, when it happened the second time, I was like, I don't. The weather hasn't changed that much. I should really probably be concerned. But instead of being concerned, I just got my tires fixed.
Retreat and heal.
I just aired up my tires again and called it a day.
Yeah.
And then it's happened a third time at least, and I again just aired up my tire and said this will have to be a problem for later. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be headed to a shoot,
Yep.
and I'm going to have limited time, and that's when
Get out of
it's
there,
going to pop. That's when it's going to pop, and I'm going to be screwed.
When we fight him next, go for his tail. We need to remove his tail. That's his most deadly weapon, deadly moves, whatever. And that way I can take the brunt of his attention.
Because I'm just jumping around. That's what I'm doing. And I can try to aim for the tail, but it's pretty much just like, where can I hit in the moment?
You gotta learn how to aim.
Measure twice, cut once.
You're doing great.
I'm at least trying to hit the tail.
You're doing great. Hold on. Okay, let's go.
It does kind of look like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. If
From
Toothless
hell.
had teeth, which, well, I was about to say if Toothless had teeth, but Toothless does have teeth. So.
If Toothless's tail had teeth.
Steven, did you ever see the third? I think it was.
I've
third.
only seen the first one.
Really?
I hear they're very good. I enjoyed the first one a lot.
The second one is very good. I've never seen the third one. I don't remember why I didn't get to go see it in theaters, and then I just don't know that any.
I feel like it just kind of came and went too.
It came and went so fast. What a great series though. Like, great premise. Love the whole thing. Great thing to happen in this in our world.
I think this is a great Bard outfit.
You're definitely winning in
Times hit.
Fashion-
Yes,
fashion
I'm definitely
point,
winning in
fashion
times
point.
hit by the monster.
Man, if I could figure out how to attack other than just jumping, I would be really doing great right now.
A, X, and A and X at the same time. Those are your attack buttons. Combo with that. Woo! Pull back.
I want you to lunch, Steven.
He does.
I saw you were having poppy seed chicken with rice for dinner.
Don't forget the queso.
And queso.
About to bring the queso.
Steven comes. Steven gets on, and he was like, "Oh, hey, I gotta eat real quick. I'm doing more poppy seed chicken, but I decided to liven it up a bit, put queso on it." Which, like, don't get me wrong, those are all great, and it sounds delicious. But I was just laughing because I'm like, I feel like poppy seed chicken on rice is such a white dish, and then like,
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to, like, make the whitest dish possible, so I made poppy seed chicken as a P5 from every Mexican restaurant.
he just made a white dish whiter, and I love
I
it.
did. Queso is literally the whitest of cheeses.
It is the widest of the cheese family.
Why'd you say that like a Pokedex? Queso.
Now I just want like a food thing.
Yep.
Jasmine rice.
Quinoa. Kale, the superfood.
Oregano. Avocado, the good fat.
Orzo.
Orzo, I choose you, man. What a great time. That's another. Oh, this is one I'm adding. Okay, hang on. There were two that I should have added to the list here. For ranking.
Also, you didn't. Who the hell is Oni-kun and Brandon? How did this get public?
Oh, I have no idea. How did this get public? Okay, tier list ideas. Rank. Spicy. And then what was the other one? Rank. Video game web. Steven, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we've been public this whole time. This is just the first time it's backfired on us.
Well, we need to change that because I don't want any of the. I don't want any of this. I don't want their help. I don't need them.
What if they need you though, Steven?
They do, and I don't want to. I don't want to be their solution. I have nothing for them, except for the finger. That's what they get for being pugs. Probably look where I'm going because I jumped off the waterfall and I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
honestly, I think you'll be glad that you did because the pugs were following you for a second.
Ha! Middle finger.
Didn't know where they were going.
You thought I was the hunting horn main, but I'm actually the middle finger main.
I'm a middle finger maiden.
I'm riding the wyvern.
Take him away.
I'm taking him away. This is mine. Do they even know that I'm gone?
They're so confused. They're running after them. I just found something.
I got a Magnamalo. That's a good trade. Oh, come on. There it is. Laser tail, laser tail. Boom, hit him with a laser tail.
Steven's doing his own laser build.
I am. But it's like a laser lion dragon thing. Hit him with that purple fire. Come on. Oh, yes!
Gee whiz.
And that's how you do that. Thought I was just a regular bard with a paper hat. Nah.
My hat's made from a leaf. Steven, I'll have you know I've been focusing on the tail this whole time.
I'm proud of you. You probably would have cut it off by now if Pugs hadn't joined and messed up the whole balancing scale.
No, I don't know that I don't know that I would have done anything.
Well, that's true because, as far as I know, you're not actually hitting anything and you're swinging in air because you haven't needed to sharpen this entire night.
I have sharpened.
Have you needed to sharpen?
No.
then you either have an ungodly amount of sharpening stuff on your armor, which is possible, or you've been missing the boss every single swing. I'm gonna like you and not them.
I did the same thing. I also I heard queso earlier, and now I want uno mas queso. So I haven't really been to uno mas very much, Joe. It sounds like you guys like that one though. We are actually La Teresa or Casa Bravo people. That's where we go for Mexican. But there's another Mexican restaurant in town that has really good chorizo, and I'm blanking on the name, but it's the one that's by the movie theater.
Chorizo.
What did I?
Chorizo.
Chorizo.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we watched.
I watched a lot of Chopped, and Aaron Sanchez would have murdered you where you were standing if you'd said chorizo like that in front of him.
Chorizo.
Chorizo.
I gave me some of that chorizo. All right.
I've never had a baby bottle pop, and I've never understood why people want baby bottle pops.
Oh, Steven, they're good.
They're just like juice, aren't they?
Well, but they're a sucker too.
Are they?
Well, I'm thinking of
Ring pops.
Thinking of ring pops, but ring pops don't have juice either.
Buongiorno, Brad Pitt from *Inglourious Bastards*. Oh man, did you know? According to an article that I saw, and I read the article, but I didn't cite the source, so take this with a grain of salt. But Adam Sandler was apparently almost the Bear Jew in *Inglourious Bastards*, which is hilarious to me. Jake, have you seen *Inglourious Bastards*?
No, I have not.
The Bear Jew is played by Eli Roth, the director of the upcoming Borderlands movie, but better known for probably his work in horror films. And basically, *Inglourious Bastards* is about a ragtag group of soldiers hunting Nazis and killing them. Brad Pitt is their leader. That's basically the gist of what the movie's about.
Steven, when I say send join request, that's making it public, correct?
Probably. But the Bear Jew is a member of the *Inglourious Bastards*, and he's like, they talk him up real big because they're interrogating a couple of Nazis, and they're talking him up, and he's just this big swole dude with a thick New York accent that wears a wife beater and murders Nazis with a baseball bat.
I love it.
That was almost Adam Sandler. Wait, I'm not ready.
I know, I'm just eating. I just had my meal. You have your meal.
I've only seen it once. And like every Tarantino film that I've ever seen, I sat there thinking, this is a good movie, but I don't think I'm ever going to watch it more than once. I have seen the scene in the bar with Michael Fassbender a multitude of times, though. Just by coincidence.
Yeah, I am familiar. I know exactly what we're talking about. I don't think I have ever seen that movie. Or honestly, any clips from that movie, even like highlights or anything, so.
One of the best performances that well, I say one of the best performances he's ever given, but Christoph Waltz is always stellar. He was the villain in that movie.
Stellar with a sta.
Even though he was a Nazi that hunted Jews, his performance was excellent. Like I think one of the first scenes in the film is him going to a house that he knows is harboring Jewish escapees. Mm-hmm. And just the tension built in that scene and how he handles the performance is textbook how to write a good villain. Mm-hmm. But hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Run into the restroom, gonna have a ball. Run into the restroom, should have made a call. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm sorry, I don't know any of these names that we're throwing out here, but I'm glad you guys all like the movie and had a good time. Because I got nothing. What do y'all want to see me stream Friday? My options are Lake, which I honestly think, guys, that I will have it beaten before Friday. So I don't know that that's an option. But that's an option. Lake, look it up. It's a mail delivery game. I don't know what I'm doing here. Weird. So Lake is an option. We have Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. I could start that and we do that. Or we could play. It's on the edge of my brain. It's leaving my brain. Crap. What was it? What were we talking about? Talking about Gloria. Oh, we continue Far Lone Sail Water Time or whatever it was called. The new one of those. I think it's Far Lone Shore, maybe. Something like that. I forget. It's the one where I'm managing the ship and it's a side scroller kind of. Those are our options. So the one time we tried to do a let's play of this, and it may have still happened. But we did a let's play of a Kirby game. I think it was Kirby Battle All-Stars, which was on the Switch. And it bricked my Switch, and I never played it again. So, but yeah, I was very excited when I saw more and more of the Kirby game, and I just have not gotten to it. Steven jokes all the time about how, you know, trophies have ruined me as a gamer, but they kind of have, because like, if there's a game that I'm kind of interested in, Lake is a great example of this. Lake is one that was free on Xbox Game Pass, which means I'd have to play it on a PC, which is already like, okay, that's gonna be kind of hard, but I could have gotten it on a Switch, I think. And like, usually smaller indie titles are great for the Switch for me, because I can, you know, you have that on the go. They're smaller, they're shorter, you know, whatever. They obviously don't need, they don't always need the power that a PlayStation 5 can give it. So sometimes I'll get smaller games on the Switch, but now I've really gotten to where if there's a game that I'm interested in and it's available on PlayStation, if it has trophies, and especially a platinum, I'm going to get it on PlayStation and play it. And like, it has become where, I heard you come back in. It has become where I basically, if there's not a platinum, it's really hard for me to be like, yeah, I need to play this game, because it's like I'm not working towards anything. And so,
but are you working towards something by getting a platinum though?
I mean, I get a lot of satisfaction out of having one.
But what about the satisfaction of just experiencing a great story?
I enjoy that, but I'm more motivated to sit through something like that than when I have a trophy involved. Like Elden Ring, if I wasn't just like gung-ho about trophies, that one...
Ready up.
That is one that I would have, that is one game that I would have just beaten and been like, wow, what a great game. And that would have been where I ended it.
Right.
But for me now, I can't consider it done until it's platinumed. So I don't know. I go through that point where I get what I wanted out of something, but to finish it, to like truly finish it in my mind, I have to get the trophy.
I guess I'm the kind of person that plays games that are less definitively finished. Like, games that you can return to a lot. Like Monster Hunter or Division or...
And see, like, I guess what I'm saying is that when I get the platinum, I'm done with it.
Right.
Because, like, Elden Ring's a great example. There's a shit ton of stuff I didn't do in Elden Ring. Right. And that partly just speaks to how wide and deep Elden Ring is. And there's just way too much to do in that game. And so, like, my normal... Honestly, in this way, trophies have helped me because used to, I would want to know that I had done every quest, that I had talked to every person, and I had accomplished every mission. And that would have been my metric for I've beaten this game, I'm done, and can walk away.
Didn't we just kill this guy?
Yeah, but it's a different quest, so I don't know why. What was I saying? You know, it would have... I would feel like I'd have to do every side piece. But now, for me, I can say, Jake, you did it. You beat the game if I got the platinum. Because that means I did what at least the developers kind of thought was worth saying.
Follow me.
Go do this.
Right.
Horizon is another. So Elden Ring and Horizon are both examples of I could totally go back and have things to do. But I got the platinum, so I can walk away. is kind of my distinction.
Which one's the Mitsusune? It's the purple one, right?
I have no idea.
Because this bubble monster, I think
that's the one we're supposed to be fighting.
The bubble monster?
The one you're riding right now.
Well, that sucks. Can we confirm that?
My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. He's on the run.
I think that is the Mitsusune.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it is. Just confirmed. So did that backwards. That sucks. Oh well.
That's alright. We got time.
Yep. Oh, dang. This Somnikarth, whatever, just backstroked next to me as if it was, like, flexing on me with how slow I am.
Steven, I was telling everybody, my options for Friday are Lake, if I don't beat it, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, or Far Lone Shore, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments?
I'll be on the road. So, probably not.
Okay. Where are you guys going again?
We're going to just an Airbnb in Arkansas somewhere.
Oh, that's right.
Just gonna take the dogs, go to some farm place and let them run around, swim in the water.
Nice.
It's gonna be a good time. Just a chill baby moon.
Y'all are, so you don't have like, you're not going to like a cave exploring or anything like that?
No. Literally just going to hang out at a nice Airbnb that we can take our dogs to.
Nice.
And just hang out with some animals, chill.
It's a staycation, but away.
Yes.
A stay away occasion. Forms are awesome.
I'm excited and also nervous to see how Flynn behaves around horses, because Flynn historically does not handle animals that are bigger than him very well. Like, it just freaks him out.
Are y'all gonna like? Can y'all ride horses at this farm?
No, I don't think so. But they've apparently got a lot of animals. They've got turtles. We can hang out with some turts.
I like turtles. Joe, are you and Haley like on the porch right now? I feel like I'm hearing people on the porch. Not my porch, obviously, y'all's porch. I hear people outside. I don't know if it's a child or if there's demons about to attack me or what.
It's definitely demons.
Kind of where I'm
But just
leaning.
now, of all times, to strike.
I mean, it's a good time.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not prepared for it.
Are you expecting to ever be prepared for demons?
No, but I mean, there are times that I've
So demons always basically have a free pass on you, and it's basically at their leisure when they attack.
I mean, I definitely don't think there's much I can do to not prepare. All right, Ash was crying. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it ran away. That's good timing. Joe got put in timeout for... What? That's hilarious. Did you put him in timeout? So close. I know my gameplay is probably kind of repetitive in terms of like using the same moveset, but with the Hunting Horn, especially when it has an active heal on it, that's kind of what you run into. And also, when I'm able to just bring the hurt on them, I'm going to do my whole combo. And there's no reason not to. Oh, I'm like slippery because of the bubbles. What the heck? I'm glad you're enjoying the bonk.
Just you wait.
he saying that on Discord?
It's fleeing.
This freaking guy again. Michael Phelps show off over there. That is really funny. Free speech is dead. Thanks, YouTube. Ow. Can you translate Vortex? Because I can't really look. Dang! Come on. There we go. On. Ah! That is crazy.
Nice.
Ow.
Fatigue.
I wonder. That's one note. Okay, no, it's the same amount of heal. That'd be really cool if I could stack notes for that health recovery to make a bigger health recovery. But sadly, I cannot.
Too blunt.
How are you doing, Vortex? Also, keep us updated on how your dad's doing. You said he was in the hospital, right? Or did he just go when he's already out? Oh, come on. That was good. Oh, okay, I guess I'll kill it with the monster. Okay, I didn't see that, I'm sorry. Gosh, we really did come full circle with this fight, didn't we? Wow. Dang! I thought he was done.
You're doing great work, Steve.
I know.
I'm honestly surprised that you're still in this fight, but I
Well,
feel like I was in there a lot longer than I probably was.
Yes, Joe, we can see you on Twitch. Joe got banned for 30 minutes from YouTube for saying Inglourious Bastards.
Wow.
Yeah. The name of a film that is widely known.
I meant to open the show with we're on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all that jazz, because somebody commented on our podcast and they were like, "You guys should stream this to Twitch." It's like, well, it's funny you said that.
You should subscribe. Let me guess. It's amazing that we have such few subscribers, right? We heard this song before.
Get a new tune. Whoa, jeez. You made this thing mad, Steven.
Well, I'm trying to kill it, and I have been trying to kill it in the past 7 minutes, so...
That makes sense. I like this guy.
Pull back.
Oh, thank God. I thought I died.
I'm still
thought
playing
I had-
my healing music.
I thought I had died and it had failed the quest, and I was gonna be so upset.
You were gonna be upset.
I was, but it was all just like, I hate that I've just ruined that for you. You don't even have to a subscribe button on Twitch. That is, if I recall, we are not affiliated on Switch yet, or on Twitch yet. We have to become affiliates for you people to subscribe, because it costs to be a sub on Twitch.
I hate Twitch.
You can
so much.
follow. You can follow though. You can follow us on Twitch.
Twitch sucks. It sucks. And the only
They-
reason
they-
it's so successful is because it emphasized live stream, and people
Yeah.
don't like change. So they just went to Twitch. And then everything else added live stream. People were like, oh, but I'm already on Twitch. You know? It's stupid. Terrible platform. Obviously, people should go to Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
Vortex said, I might have to ask Mike how I should design the Chortle Marine. Okay. This is like, is this in a game?
Like Space
Chortle
Marines.
Marine. Gotcha. It took me a second to get there.
Do you? Do you know what Space Marines are?
No. Not a clue.
Warhammer 40k, what we were talking about? Space Marine?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Steven, I'm...
Hey, it's like TikTok.
Believe-
Twitch and TikTok are basically the same thing. It's like 80% boobs, 15% money hungry peeps, and 5% good peeps. I'd increase the money hungry peeps to it'd be kind of a Venn diagram situation, to where the boobs and the money hungry people overlap a lot. In fact, they overlap entirely. It's just the same circle.
This Venn diagram is just one circle.
It's just one circle. There are just two things in it.
I love it. Yeah, Twitch did some sort of policy, or I think it's just rumors or like discussions at this point. They're talking about like changing the revenue split, and I am still unclear if it's going from 70% to 50%, or if it was 50%, it's going to 70%. I'm not sure.
Who cares?
So-
It's all going to thoughts and hot tubs anyway.
Oh, there you go. As long as they're making their money, you know, whatever. Okay. Well, I think we unlocked like whatever the next. Wait a minute. Or maybe we didn't. I don't know. Either way, I probably need to be done
Okay.
because I think I just had to Asher like my methodology for getting Asher to go to sleep is to give him a bottle, which we are trying to cut off. To where he just has the one bottle before bed, and then that's it. So I don't have that methodology. My second methodology is to give him a passy. That was not working. My third, and usually it works, methodology is to just get in the crib with him and lay down, and that usually works every time. So I just had to do that, which is like that's a pretty intense level jump. Normally I can get away with the passy for a little while, so I probably just need to be done in case he gets even more fussy. So
Okay.
I haven't tried bribing him yet, Vortex, but I do have some cash, so that might be the thing to do next.
What are we streaming tomorrow?
I think it sounds like we probably need to do Tiny Tina's Wonderlands
Okay.
Thursday, just so we can keep some progress moving on that.
Okay.
Austin, if you're available and would like to join us, we'd be happy to have you. And I assume I would really be happy to have you because it sounded like you have been collecting gear from me and Steven,
Yeah.
so that we could just instantly be top leveled, and I would appreciate that greatly. But anyway, yeah. So let's do Tiny Tina's tomorrow, and then I'm soloing Friday. So y'all think if there is something else y'all want me to do, but I'm thinking Kirby, Far Lone Shores, and or Lake. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna beat Lake. And if I haven't beaten Lake, we'd be probably watching like the ending of Lake. So I probably not that one. I might even accept it if somebody wants to throw in a third option in there better than that. But anyway, okay. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for Jake and Steven's Shortlands. I like that. I like that very much. That's very nice. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all later.